What's up? Welcome back to Busted Open with Bree Stories. That's me. I'm Bree Stories. If you're back for the second episode, which means that you already caught the first one, you know that the first one was kind of chaotic, kind of didn't make sense, never really got my point across. So I'm here to let you know right now just what we're actually doing here because I know you're a little confused. So we're here to bust it open. Simple and plain. I think that it's really important, not our pussies. Not our pussies. But I think that it's really important that we bust open the truth about things and our individual truths about things. I've started to find that I get very overwhelmed by outer messages and just the constant clutter of data, and data in the form of information and data in the form of opinions about said information. And so I've been finding it really important to just come into myself and make sure that I am intentional with my thoughts and my beliefs, and that I really come out of it knowing how I truly feel and not just what I was influenced to feel. So this is kind of just a process of hoping to inspire you to do the same thing. Now, here's the thing. I'm not always going to be busting open the truth about things that make sense, or things that are super serious, or things that matter, frankly. Sometimes I want to bust open the truth about nonsensical things and things that just to me are wild as fuck and I still think deserve to be talked about. Which brings us to episode 2. Wild ass songs that we're never not gonna bop to though. We all got those songs and I got a list. In order for me to call myself a musician, I had to start with a really true, deep love of music, especially hip hop and R&B. Very home for me, that sort of music. But now, anyone with even a little bit of a refined ear knows what it takes to have a hot song. So it doesn't take much. All you need is a track that will make people want to move, even a little bit of a good rhythmic melody, and it's a hit. It's been happening that way since the dawn of time, since forever. You don't even have to know what's being said. You don't even have to speak the same language. But if that music got you on your feet and that melody is doing something to the rest of your grooves, it's a hit. And basically, you can say whatever you want to say. Within those parameters, the beat is good, the melody is good, we got a good rhythm going, I could say whatever the fuck I want. I could literally be in here like, damn, bitch, my feet hurt. Bitch, my feet hurt. Damn, bitch, my feet hurt. That's a real song. It's an actual song. Not quite to that melody, but that would probably make it a better song. See, they need to call me for the tips. But, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be true. You just say what you want, and people are going to be over here like, this is my motherfucking jam. I said, this is my motherfucking jam. And that's just how you make it out here, especially these days. Especially in the era of mumble rap. Mumble rappers are even aware of the fact that they don't have to make sense. They're literally calling themselves mumble rappers. They don't even have to say words. For all we know, are they even saying words? Do we know what's being said? A lot of times I hear a song that I've heard over and over and over again, because it's a bop and everybody's playing it in their cars and you hear it at parties. And then one day I decide to actually listen to the song, and you listen deeply and the words just be some crazy shit. Like, oh my God. All you niggas need to go to therapy. My Lord, what's wrong with you? Let's get into a fave though. Back that ass up. You know the one. Juvenile. Those other hot boys. That motherfucking song. I don't even think, I don't know. I don't pay attention to how things get re-popular, because I'm absolutely positive that shit was popping when it first came out. But I feel like maybe because I was young and wasn't in the clubs and stuff when I was 12, but I feel like there was maybe a space of time where it was like, okay, giving back that ass up a break. But now you cannot go to a club or a party and be satisfied with that DJ if they did not play back that ass up. How dare you? Do you want to get paid or do you want to get jumped at the end of the party? Why would you not play Back That Ass Up? What do you want me to do? Sit here not backing this ass up? What type of party is this? I quit and I want my money back. That's what the fuck I would say. But anyway, as much as that song is a bop, everybody knows that if you go to a function and there's no seat for you and you really looking to sit down, just make it so that this song plays. And every ass that was previously in a seat would be up in the air and thrown in a circle. Seats everywhere for you now. Everybody's on the floor getting it cracking. So that is just what Back That Ass Up does. It's like a spiritual, it's like a summoning in our, you know, up from our diaphragm through our, just up into us. And it's like a praise dance type thing occurs when you catch the Holy Ghost, you know? Like that's what Back That Ass Up does. But the lyrics to this song, the hook alone, it's just like, well, she gotta be a fine motherfucker. Why can't she just be like a good-looking young woman? Ho, who is you playing with? Now, here's the thing. The way that this part of the song is framed, like, I always pay attention to where words are placed. Like, if they said something after something else, you know, kind of just like the placement and the order in which things are said. And it's basically just like, girl, you look good once you back that ass up. And it's like, oh, thanks. Use a big, fine woman, won't you back that ass up? And it's like, yeah, maybe, you know, I might back that ass up. Thanks for all the compliments, though. Call me Big Daddy when you back that ass up. Give me a second. Haven't even started backing this ass up, and now you want me to call you names? Give me a moment. And then he goes, ho, who is you playing with? Okay, so here's the thing. I feel a little threatened. I need you to relax, okay? I'm going to back this ass up. That's where we came from. I really appreciate the compliments, but, like, you don't have to get so hostile. But that's how niggas talk. That's how niggas talk to strippers. That's how niggas talk to girls in the club. And in conversation, this wouldn't fly for most women. But what are we doing when that song comes on? Backing that ass up. Backing it up. Throwing it around. Tossing it up in the air. Putting it in a split. Bouncing on the floor. All types of shit. But are these words that can be said in regular conversation? Probably not. Probably wouldn't go well. I don't think so. Another very aggressive song by Juvenile, Slow Motion. Now, slow motion is kind of like a little bit of a sneak attack, you know what I'm saying? Because the beat is real mellow, and when it come on, you're like, yes, a little bit slow motion for me, okay. And then the verse starts, and he says, I'm a dick thrower, her neck and her back hurting. Her neck and her back? What's going on? What's happening over there? I don't know if I've ever had a sexual encounter where both my neck and my back was in pain. And maybe it's just because I'm not doing it right. But that's an aggressive way to start a song. I'm a dick thrower. I declared that I am a dick thrower. So much so that her neck and her back is hurting. Okay, so, and then Cutthroat, like you had a brand new version. A brand new one. Like, remember that time I was a virgin and I haven't been for a long time. And the way that I'm being handled right now is like I'm a brand new one. None of that sounds fun. Not everybody's virginity story was a pleasant one. I don't think people want to relive that. Especially not if I came here prepared. I came here ready to have a good time. And you asked me to slow motion for you. And why? Can you throw your dick in slow motion? That actually sounds pretty speedy and fast and painful. I don't know. It sounds like a sneak attack. Don't know if I could trust Juvenile. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Wouldn't fuck with him. If he hit me up or, you know, saw me in the street, wouldn't fuck with Juvenile. I don't think so. Those two songs, Back That Ass Up, Slow Motion, don't think he can be trusted. Now, this one is a throwback. We Want Some Pussy by 2 Live Crew. The hook of this song is literally just a group of niggas screaming, hey, we want some pussy. You know, this is what I call male privilege. Male privilege is not having to worry about harassment on certain levels, and also not having to worry about it so much that you can add to it in various ways that don't even feel to men like a thing or an issue. Do you know how terrified I would be if I was in a public place and all the niggas were just like, hey, we want some pussy, like as a call out, like a calling, what you call it? You know what I'm talking about, like at concerts, like I say this and you say that type thing, like they're a fucking fraternity and they just calling shit out. I would be fucking scared, like, oh my God, what are these niggas about to do? Like, that's some crazy animalistic weird shit. Don't do that. Shouldn't do that. Great song though. It is. It's a great song. It's a classic. It is. The Whisper song is just, it's honestly just issues on top of issues. Because the thought that, I want to say that they were set in a club, right? You know, like, let me get close to you because we're in this loud ass club. Here's the thing though, if you've ever been in like a loud ass place, you getting close enough to whisper, whispering isn't gonna help. I don't know what you're saying. Also, neither of the Yin Yang twins look like the type of niggas that I would want like close enough to breathe into my ear hole. No shade, but back up. Don't do that. Don't do that. But so could you also imagine being in a club and you got a nigga whispering in your ear? So first of all, you might be trying to be polite, like, okay, let me just struggle to try to hear what you're saying, and you really cannot hear this nigga because the DJ booth is right on the other side, right? So it's loud as fuck, it's bitches drunk and screaming all over the place, and you just right here just really trying to get your little picture across, and I'm trying to be polite, and I'm, you know, because trying to just be nice because I don't want you flipping out and being fucking crazy like some of you niggas be. So I'm just sitting here just like, okay, let me just try. And I can't hear shit you saying, but the one thing I make out is wait till you see my dick. Who's here to protect me from this creep? Who does that to a stranger that you're whispering to? Who does that? Hey, how you doing? First of all, I don't know. Some women think that whispering is sexy, you know? That's not sexy. With like, even just the sound of it. Like, I can't even do it without being like angry. Like, just the sound of just like, hey, what's up? Like, why would you do that back? Stop. Fucking cut it out. Cut it out. Like, I'd rather a nigga come up to me and be like, it's loud. Give me your number so I can text you. And I'd be like, you know what, all right, I fuck around and do. That's actually probably a really good way to get girls' numbers. Because if you're a girl like me, out of curiosity, I'm probably gonna give you my number. Just because I am curious about what you'd like to say. That won't work for everyone. Don't take that and run. But yeah, whisper song, couldn't work. Couldn't work in everyday life. But we're gonna bop to that song though, and do all this. Because that was when this started happening, the lean with it, rock with it era, two-step thing. So, another song that started off all wrong to me and just did not depict reality, like this shouldn't be happening, is A Baby by Hurricane Chris. He said, when they holler A Baby, I'm finna get my groove on. It's too hot up in the club, so I ain't got no shoes on. What would you do if you saw a grown-ass nigga in the club who more than likely came in there in gym shoes? So there's absolutely no logic behind like, I feel like women should never take off their heels, but you see that all the time at the let out, at the clubs. Like, is they drunk, they feet hurt, and so they walking barefoot. But a grown-ass man in the club with no shoes? First of all, I hope you got your socks on, because if you don't, you extra wild, like you extra OC. But if you do got on socks, I'm judging you even heavier low key because your socks are getting disgusting, just sticky and wet. It makes me want to vomit. Like dirty socks and wet socks. I can't imagine what I would do if I saw a nigga in the club. If I saw a nigga in the club with no shoes on, and like he said it like it didn't really have anything to do with like drunkenness or how long I've been in the club. Like just in general, it's fucking hot. I'm taking off my shoes. Like not your shirt or your hat. He probably got a do-rag on and stuff because he a nigga. But none of those items, but your shoes go first. That's the first thing that has to go. I want him out. I want him out of the club. I never want to see him again. The same song in the bridge, he said, hey baby, let it play. This my song, turn it up. I'm in the club, drunk, hot, sweating, and burn it up. First of all, you're too hot. You're overheating. You talked about taking your shoes off in the beginning of our venture to the club. And now in the mid part, towards the end of the venture, you drunk, hot, sweating, burn. You need to go home. You are overheating. You need to go home before you have a heat stroke because you obviously cannot handle this culture. Just go home. Netflix and chill. You're not hot. You need to be under an AC. You're doing a lot. You need to relax. You need to relax, okay? So this one is on the R&B side. Bop. Every time this song comes on, I'm like, yes, y'all better snap in the 90s. Escape, My Little Secret, produced by Jermaine Dupri, by the way. Great song. Fantastic. Here's the thing though. It's very like sexy and smooth and it gives you like, ooh, you know, role play. Let's act like we don't really go together. Like, man. That's what it gives you, but it ain't doing that in real life. She got to that hook. I'm sorry, not the hook, the pre-hook. And she said, I like being in the same room with you and your girlfriend. The fact that she don't know, it really turns me on. You want to fight? Do you want to fight? Like, no judgment. If you want to fuck dudes who have girlfriends, that's awful. Sorry. Like, if you want to deliberately fuck a dude who has a significant other of any way, shape, or form behind that person's back, that's pretty fucked up. But to escalate it to like, you know what else? I love that you have a girlfriend so much. I love it when she's around. Oh my God, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you in the bathroom if you let me. Oh my God. Who raised you? Who raised you? It's still about them. I'm never not gonna listen to that song. But who raised you bitches? Like, that's like a different kind of hoe. I don't even like to say the word hoe, but that's like, you know, that's like, oh, like, you know, that kind of hoe. Like, she's like for real with it. Like, no regard for herself or others. Obviously not herself, because she don't know nothing about that man's girlfriend's hands. See, that's another thing. You want to put yourself in positions to get your ass beat. See, like, I don't fight. But if I did fight, it would depend on, like, the seriousness of the situation. And so, like, having somebody try to take down my partner knowing that I'm there, it's disrespectful. But having them do it and find glee and excitement in my unknowing and them being around me, which means you probably smiling in her face and being extra disrespectful, I'm stumping your ass to the mud, bitch. I'm beating the fuck out of you, bitch. Like, if I fall, this is the persona that in a different dimension, Brianna, who fights. I don't fight. But if I did fight, that bitch is getting stuck to oblivion. You hear me? Over with for you. It's done. You're finished. Over with. And all your friends too. Let's go. Let's do it. So I cannot talk about songs that are worded wild, that people are always gonna bop to, without talking about Too Close by Next. I've been talking about this for years. This song, and it's actually to a point that I've talked about it so much where I actually don't have legitimate comfort even listening to that song. Like, that song is so much of the opposite of No Means No. Why? So everybody knows this song. Baby, when we're grinding, I get so excited. Ooh, how I like it. I try, but I can't fight it. Oh, you're dancing real close. Now you're getting blaming. You dancing real close and real slow, and it's making it hard for me. And throughout the entire song, he's just talking to this young woman who just came to party. She just came to dance and have a good time. She didn't come to be groped and harassed and feel your little stupid ass, dirty ass dangling all on her all damn night. And you steady telling her like, well, shit, you did it. Not my fault. I didn't make it hard on my own. And it's just like, get the fuck away from me. Back the fuck up. See, that's... I don't know how niggas don't think that stuff like that is not enough to get maced. Like, if somebody would have maced that nigga, he would have been appalled. He would have been like, why on earth would you mace me? You're a psycho. But it's like, you're putting your genitals on me and telling me that it's my fault that they are the way that they are, when you could have just started with controlling yourself, not being a fucking prepubescent goddamn boy, and just had a good time. And it helps to ensure my comfort. But now, when I'm leaving this goddamn club, I gotta be looking over my shoulder while I'm getting in the car and while I'm driving and when I get into my apartment complex, because you the type of nigga that'll follow me home. Because you're a fucking creep. It's something wrong with you. You're sick in the head. And if I would have maced you, I would have been right. But you would have made it out like I was crazy. And like it was all my fault. And like, well, bitch, boys will be boys, bitch. I can't help how big my dick get when I'm dancing with a fine bitch like you. That's how I picture niggas like that talking. That's the voice that I hear. Like, just like a country, and then like, niggas like me get a big hard dick and you just gotta deal with it. And it's just like, you better get the fuck out of my face. Because if I cut it off, I'm going to jail. Back the fuck up. So that is that. We have busted open. We've bust open the fact that these are bops, but shouldn't be happening in regular conversation. Shouldn't be a guide for everyday actual life. Shouldn't be how we operate, how we talk, how we approach people, how we treat people, how we act. Shouldn't do that. But we can appreciate these bops for what they are, and it's a bop. It's a hit. It's a jam. Most of them are legendary. So we're gonna go ahead and appreciate them for what they are and hope to get much more of it. Because at the end of the day, even though I'm a queen and a goddess and god body and all of these things, I still like to pop my ass and be called a hoe by a rapper. I'm sorry. Okay, bye.